Hey there, welcome back. My name is Katie and this is Louisiana Cooking and Living. If you're new to my channel, we welcome you. And today we are having a baking day. I am splitting this up into 3 videos and I do have some muffins over here cooling. I have some bread rising and now we're going to get to making some cookies. And if you haven't caught these other 2 videos, I encourage you to do so. We have embarked on doing a new technique in our kitchen where we are milling our own grains. And today we're going to do a combination of grains in this cookie recipe we're going to be doing. And in my other 2 videos, I've kind of explained the process of why I've gotten into doing this milling my own grain. And I encourage you to check out those videos. You can hear about the nutrition benefits of milling your own grain, some scriptures associated with it, including Jesus saying, "I am the bread of life." And if he is the bread of life, that means bread cannot be bad for us. It's just the commercial store-bought things that are bad. And if we take the time, it doesn't take long at all to make the muffins. It took me about a minute to grind the wheat. For the bread, it took me about 4 minutes to grind. And then we'll see about the cookies. It'll probably take me another minute to grind the wheat. And we're going to be using an ancient grain along with some wheat for making these cookies. And we're going to grind both of those together. And I hope you enjoy this. You can always adapt this recipe into making it with conventional flour you buy from the grocery store. I encourage you, even if you cannot mill your own grain, I always get that mixed up. Even if you can't mill your own grain, to go ahead and do your own baked goods. They're going to be a little bit beneficial for you than buying store-bought, already made. With flour, you can buy unbleached, organic, all-purpose flour and use that. So at least it's not going through the bleaching process and it doesn't have the glyphosate chemicals on there. So we are going to move over to the grain mill and we're going to grain some soft white and some spelt flour together to make these cookies. Spelt flour has a nutty flavor to it, and so we're going to use that in making these cookies. I thought that would be a wonderful addition to the taste of these cookies. These are going to be in this cookbook that I got from Sue Becker. She is the one who inspired me to start making real bread, as she calls it, not the stuff we buy at the grocery store, real bread. And this cookie recipe is in her book called the Chewy Ranger Cookies, and that's what we're going to be making. And we need 2.5 cups of flour. So I'll make about half and half with the wheat flour, the soft wheat, and the spelt. So let's move over to the grain mill and make our cookies. So this is our grain mill. It is a Nutri-Mill, and I will leave a link in the description box to this. And we're going to take the top off. And it is recommended that you start this before you actually put your wheat berries in here. Here is my soft white wheat berries. And then here is my spelt grain that we're going to be doing. We're going to add half and half of this. So I'm going to do about a cup of each. Once you grain it, it is a little bit more in volume than when you started off. So we're going to do a cup of each, and we're going to need 2.5 cups for our cookies. So I'm going to turn this on. right, that's all the time it takes. Let's move over to the mixer. So the first thing it says to do is we're going to cream together 1 cup of butter with 1 cup of white sugar and 1 cup of brown sugar. I just softened this butter in the microwave. Here's my white sugar. And then let's get our brown sugar. So we want to cream this together until it becomes light and fluffy. So we are now light and fluffy, and we're going to add 2 eggs to our butter sugar mixture here. We're going to add some vanilla, and then we're going to beat this again. We need a teaspoon of fresh vanilla. Scrape our sides down. Make sure this is all getting incorporated. Next to this, we're going to add our baking powder and our baking soda. So it's a half a teaspoon of baking powder, which is interesting. My regular cookie recipe only calls for baking soda. So doing double here is a little different to me. So we're going to do a half teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And then half a teaspoon of salt. These are called Chewy Ranger cookies. They have oats, coconut, and pecans. And I'm sure you can add chocolate if you wanted. Let's see. Back to my salt. A half teaspoon of salt. We're going to give this a mix. Now to this mixture, we're going to add 2½ cups of our flour, which up here is a combination of the Spelt and the soft white. Now, I don't like to overmix. I like to just barely mix it, and then when I start adding in my other ingredients, my mix-ins, it will finish mixing this, but I'm going to go a little bit further. All right, we're going to stop there, and we're going to add 2½ cups of rolled oats. I have these sprouted rolled oats here we're going to be using. So it's 2½ cups of these. And then we're also going to be adding a half a cup of shredded coconut and a half a cup of pecans. It says you could use any kind of nut. We prefer pecans, and that's what I had, so that's what we're using. So half a cup of pecans, a half a cup of shredded coconut. And again, you could really add in whatever you wanted to this. You can add in some chocolate chips, which I might do to half of the cookies anyway. Oops. Looks like about half a cup. Give this a mix. All right, I have my 2 sheet pans here, and I'll probably do like 1 sheet pan with no chocolate chips and then 1 with, because I know some people are going to want the chocolate chips. And I do have a, I guess this is a cookie scoop, but it's smaller. I need to kind of get it in between. I have, this is probably like a 2 tablespoons, and then I have like one that's a 1/4 cup or 4 tablespoons. I probably need to get a 3 tablespoon one, so it's kind of an in between. So I'll do a kind of a generous scoop here. And we'll scoop all these out. We do have our oven preheating to 350 degrees. All right, trying to decide if I go ahead and add chocolate chips now, because I haven't done quite half of the batter. I'm going to go ahead and add the chocolate chips. My husband said he would have liked raisins in this, but I'm not a huge fan of raisins. So maybe sometime instead of adding chocolate chips to some, I'll add raisins to some and he will get his raisins. Do y'all like raisins in your cookies or anything? He also likes dates, and I just can't get enough courage to try a date yet. But I am willing to try. I've seen on Farmhouse on Boone, she's got the Date Lady barbecue sauces and stuff like that. I am willing to try that. I just don't know if I can eat the texture of a date. It's kind of like a raisin. Just some textures just kind of bother me. Are y'all the same way? All right, we're going to get these in the oven, and they're going to bake for about 12 minutes, and then I'm going to have to keep scooping more cookies. All right, so we're going to go ahead and give our cookie a little taste test, and I actually, to confess, I've already eaten one of them. They're so good. I tried the one without the chocolate chips, so this time I'm going to try one with the chocolate chips. They are so good. One of the benefits of grinding your own wheat is your wheat products, whatever it is you're baking, your bread, your muffin, your cookie, whatever it is super filling. So it only takes one of something, one cookie, and you're completely satisfied. You are kind of full, and they are that is so good, y'all. That would pass for a bakery cookie any day, and it's healthy for you. The only thing bad in this probably is the chocolate chips, which the original recipe does not have the chocolate chips. So I hope you give this recipe a try, whether you use your conventional flour or you decide to invest in a grain mill. Check out Sue Becker. She has a podcast. I will leave the link to that in the description box. And I hope you enjoyed this, and we will see next time. I will leave a link of some videos over here for you to try, and I will put my logo over here, and you can click on that and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and share this video with friends if you have friends that are maybe contemplating getting a grain mill or trying to find something more nutritious to feed their family for snacks or bread products or whatever. Just share my video with whoever you can, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.